Hey, Zach from This92 here, back with another Movie Members Monday, should be number 87. Getting closer to that 100 mark, and there's still a special video for that whenever I get to that video. So, going to go to a movie that I'm pretty sure at least half of you probably seen. So this movie is based off of a TV show that was, I think, about the 1980s and 1990s. This person has had also another film, I think it was in the 90s, and it didn't do too well. The TV show did, but the movie it was based off of did not. And then this one came, let's see, what year was it? 2007. Wow, 13 years ago already. That went by fast. But yeah, it's pretty much the. It was the first thing I've seen of this guy, and then I had to go back and see the show because it was such a good movie. The show is really good too. There's some things in it that I don't like, but I don't even think it's really a kid show. It's more like a teen and adult show, but it's comical. If everyone knows Rowan Atkinson, they should know what I'm about to talk about. It is Mr. Bean's Holiday. This movie is absolutely hilarious, very creative, and when I watched the show, I realized that a lot of this movie takes some of that stuff from the show and puts it into the film. It was really good. Rowan Atkins, so it's pretty much, I will just read what the back says. Okay, Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean, returns to his iconic role as the comical and endearing Mr. Bean. In this outrageous comedy adventure, Mr. Bean can't believe his luck when he wins a camcorder in an all-expense-paid vacation to the French Riviera. But during his train journey to the south of France, he falls face first into a series of mishaps and fortunate coincidences. Let's see, all of which are caught on camera and far-fetched enough to ensure his own makeshift entry into the Cannes Film Festival. Mr. Bean's Holiday is an irresistible, funny comedy for the whole family. So pretty much like what it says, Mr. Bean wins a prize of a camera and an all expense paid to is it Cannes? I have no idea. So pretty much he during his travel he has met up with a woman. I think her name was Sabine, and pretty much she liked him. And in some ways you can tell he kind of liked her, but it's not too showable because he's acting more like a kid. And funny enough, he runs into a kid that he accidentally separated his father from, and turns out that his father, the kid's father, was some type of like producer, or no, I think he's either the producer or someone really high up, and thinking that Mr. Bean kidnapped him, but he did not. He just inadvertently is stupid. He just didn't know that that was his father and that he was trying to catch up to the train, and he tried to cheer the kid up. And some of the scenes though in this movie were just hilarious. Oh, how this movie was so good. But there were some deleted scenes in this movie that were kind of messed up, and I'm kind of glad they did not go that route. Sabine, in one scene, was so upset, I think it was at Mr. Bean, that she laid on the ground and waited for a car to end her life. And I was like, oh dear. Um, that was a scene they were going to put in the movie. She did get hit by a car, but they didn't show it. But you can tell that something happened because Mr. Bean's expression was like. I was quite surprised that they were going to put that in there, but I'm glad they did not. There was also the scene when he was trying to earn some money because he left his wallet at a train station. And he had to do a lot of improv to get some money. And when he's doing like all these funny dances to all these beats, like Mr. Boombastic Telephone Test. I don't know, just all these hilarious dances that he does. Talented and comedian without a doubt. I'm not sure how he is in person or what he does now, or I know that he plays like some type of spy movies, but I've never seen him. Honestly, this Mr. Bean and Mr. Bean's Holiday were the only stuff I've ever seen. I know the show is called, I think, Just Bean, but I think I'm just more used to calling him Mr. Bean. This movie is hilarious. I seen it a long time ago on TV. I don't think I've actually seen it in theaters. I didn't know who he was until this movie, but had to go watch the show because of that. And you can watch them on YouTube. I think Mr. Bean's official YouTube channel, you can actually find pretty much all the episodes. Just be warned that there are a lot of ads, so if you want to watch them on your video game consoles or something that has less ads, so that way it's less annoying. But this movie was fantastic. The comedy was on point. I know this movie is just so good. And I think there was this one scene when he was at a restaurant and he was trying to eat. I think it was snails or something, or some type of like fish or oysters or something. He was trying to eat it, but he didn't like it, but he couldn't speak French. So he was pretending to eat them and putting them into this like what's the word? Not towel, but like a kind of like a cloth. Let's just say a cloth around his neck while eating, so that way he doesn't get dirty. So instead, he kind of hides it in there, and while the waiters are away, he puts it into some random woman's purse and kind of leaves. She doesn't realize it until he starts leaving, and he kind of starts running because he's terrified of her reaction. So pretty much when she was about to reach in, you can hear her scream in the background, and it was, oh, this movie's hilarious. If you haven't seen it, watch it. I think you can get this movie for about $5 to $10. It's super cheap. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen Mr. Bean, it's worth watching the show, just as much as this movie. Tell me in the comments below what you guys and girls think about this video, and what do you think about Mr. Bean's Holiday. Have you seen this movie? What do you think of it? And have you seen the show? See you guys next time. God bless.